think I'm live. Good morning, everyone. Today is June 2nd. It's 9:29 on the East Coast. This is Joseph with Smart Money Traders. Before I get into my analysis, this is for information purposes only, not recommendation to buy or sell any futures contracts or foreign exchange contracts. Trading is risky. You may lose all your capital, even more than that you invested. So please make sure that you're well capitalized and know what you're doing. And even when you are, um, and do know what you're doing, you may still lose some of your money. So right now we're looking at ES going higher. Looks like they want to push higher at the moment. This is a 30-minute chart down here. Looks like also LE wants to go higher. So sorry for the late start here. I just had some things I had to deal with. LE here, it jumped. LE gap up. So we're probably gonna wait for a pullback for LE here, or if we get it, we may not even get the pullback. So I would definitely want to see a pullback here. LE is already trading before this over the settlement from last week, from last Friday. So I would want to see another pullback here on LE then before we go long. So these are the two things right now. So let's see if LE can give us that pullback, come back to this band here. Oh, it's coming back down hard now. So would like to see some kind of pullback on LE to go along here on LE. ES, same thing. ES still pushing higher at the moment. Let me go to ES. Let's move this up. Yeah, ES is at resistance. There was resistance from last night. During the European session, he was starting to lift up here. But I'm not trusting this long at this level. So LE at 210, we may want to try to go along here on LE at 210. Let me just set this up. We already passed 210. Alright, not gonna chase that though. Let's see. We're gonna have a buy limit here for LE. I thought I had this set up. Let me check. I thought I had this set up here on the screen. Maybe not. Oh, it is. Okay. Alright, 210 here. We're gonna see if we can go long on LE, but it looks like we missed that. We missed the trend here. Looks like we missed that trend on LE here. I was trying to switch my screen. I hope that yeah, I wouldn't have pulled back to 210 here to make to go long. We're not gonna be chasing this right now. ES is going higher. ES made a new high. Yeah, we may get a chance here on LE to get back to 210. If we get back to 210 here, we'll go long. Yeah. Or even better, what we'll do is I'm gonna cancel this order. I'm gonna cancel the 210 order and see how we don't want it to. Yeah, looks like we may have missed that anyway. I think we may have missed that. It's unfortunate here. All right, let's see if we can come. I wanted to come back down and turn around. The reason why I canceled the order here is because you can keep pushing lower and then turn back around lower, so then we can catch it that way. So I think we have a chance here for it to come back down here. But think about it, if we got in at 210, would have been up 20 ticks at some point. So everything is bullish on ES right now. ES is pushing higher. Let's look at this here. It's 9:30. ES probably gonna hit some is at resistance right now. So we pull back here. Then we might try to engage long ES, but we would need to pull back as well. Yeah, LE is going higher. So let's change this to NQ. We would need to make it a bigger size. So right now we're seeing a pullback on little pullback on the indices here. Just gotta exercise some caution here. Let's see. Anchor reroll. Yeah, pushing higher here. Just gonna change the background here, make it maybe dim gray. Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah. They're pushing higher here. Today's gonna be one of those days that we can't be chasing things. It's Monday. We have the whole week to trade. Unfortunately, we didn't get the long at 210 on LE. This is where I wanted to go long here, but it's okay. The advanced decline is kind of trying to lift up here when you look at the bottom left, but sometimes the market is ahead of the advanced decline, and sometimes it's the other way around. So obviously NQ is going crazy here. Seeing a pullback here on ES is definitely not. It's a possibility. So we had the high here. There was some absorption here. So we're seeing some selling here on ES. We might try a short right here. Let's see. ES to contract. Yeah, definitely getting some speed to the downside here. We're gonna go. Oh, my order is 1350 to go short ES. Let's see if we can. We may not get back there. We may not get back there. We short ES at 1350. Hopefully we can get to the first target here. I'm gonna be careful to move my stop quickly here to break even. Okay, first target got hit. So the second contract may not get hit here, but if we get hit, that'd be great. Let's see if we can get to this low support right here. We're trailing about. See if we can get to this target. That would be great. That'd be a nice way to start the week. It'd be a good way to start the week here. If we can get to this target down there at 88. I think we may give it a couple of ticks. Let's give it a couple of ticks at 1275. Because, yeah. And this is a counter trend trade. It's not something that you would do every time, but it was well timed and located. Timing and location in trading is everything. So you hear the saying, bulls make money, bears make money, and hogs get slaughtered. Just don't be a hog and you'll be fine. I'll give it 2 more ticks here. I think we may get a positive bar here and see if we can get down here. Yeah, probably gonna get tagged out here at 12. Maybe. We may be saved. We got within 1 tick, I think, of that. Okay, we got stopped out here. I think we may still have potential to go lower here. We may try another short if it was short at 1150. I think we're going lower here, but maybe not. Let's see. I may have shorted prematurely here. I think the sellers are still here. There you go. I think I'm going to reduce my risk to we'll take this. If we get a positive bar here, we're probably gonna close this position, but let's see if we can get to 15 would be thrift. It'd be 2.5 points. So we're gonna move it to 1550. If we get to 1550, we'll be taken out. Um, but I think we still have possibility to push lower here. Okay. The way this market is moving here, again the sellers are stepping in. Now will they be able to push it lower here? I think we're getting a negative delta here right now at the moment in the 15 range. So we're gonna, if we can get that first target, that would be great. If not, there you go. I think my short was a little premature. Obviously, 1375 was the better location, but we got the first target. We got that first target here. Hopefully, if we can get that second one at 06.5. 06, sorry. 5606. Hopefully, we can. Because remember, as a whole, this market, there's nothing really positive about this market. Because there's still a lot of uncertainty with the trade war and things like that. So I think we may even get to 5.25. We're gonna move it down to 5.25 here. Let's see if we can get to 5. We got the target. Of course, he hit it and started to bounce here. Because this line here is a little support, but he may break it and keep lower. So lesson here on this trade here, might wait for the negative bar to go short, but I thought based on the momentum and the order flow that I saw, I thought we could see that. That's why earlier I said, hey, this was lagging the ADD, which is the advanced decline, and I figured that, hey, even though the market was going higher, I wasn't too confident to go long. So we got 2 trades and 2 winners so far. One hit the first and second target. One only hit the first, and the second contract got stopped out. So I think we're gonna go higher here, probably 12. They may revisit 12, 11, 12 here. Or they may keep pushing lower here and go to the round number, or even view up at 96, 97. So looking at LE here to kind of catch our breath here, it looks like LE is kind of topping off here. I don't know. LE looks like he may not want to go higher. It's 12 minutes to the top of the hour. So let's see how it goes here with LE. But all right. So right now 8.25 is kind of resistance. So let's see if they're gonna touch that. Between 8 and 9 is resistance at the moment. So Geiger count is going lower. Might be ready for another short here, but just wanna be careful here. Okay. Okay. Wait for a pullback to 6, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, it's going lower here. Yeah, now they're about to hit the round number. Let's see how it reacts to that. Yeah, we're pushing lower on the equities here. For us to go short ES here, it's hitting a support. This line, this blue line you see here, there's a blue line at 99. Let me move it higher. I mean, this bigger altogether. 825 was support. Just hitting that. Now, if it goes back to this area, about 5.5, short might be order here. So is this yeah. Yeah, we're going past the round number. I think we are getting bearish today. Also, LE here. When we look at LE, it looks like he wants to go lower now because we hit this resistance. We may try a short on LE actually. If you're looking at this trend line, he got broken. So that's a steep one. LE, there's a possibility here we may go lower. LE at maybe at not maybe, but at 25. We may try to go lower. But if we're gonna go lower on LE at 25, let's do a sell stop limit here at 25 for LE to 10.25, and a stop above here. Just so obviously we're gonna do 2 contracts. I'm gonna get 2 targets this time. Usually I do all in, all out with LE. Since we already have some money in the bank today, we're definitely not gonna give it back even too much of it. So my say 47.5. 47.5 is the high here, so we're gonna put it at 50. So we're risking about 11 ticks. Right? Yeah, about 11 ticks on LE. That's what we're risking right now. think they may want to come back to this gap, trying to fill the gap. If they do that, that'd be nice. I'll put this lower here. Honestly, if they break 210, first of all, if they break 210 to the downside here, we're gonna get filled on the first target. First target's gonna get filled. So I'm really gonna be quick to move my stop lower here. Maybe give it 6 ticks, which is 15. Yeah, 6 ticks here. We're gonna move this down fairly quickly, and we're gonna be trailing as well. So we're using the same ATM that we use for ES at this point. Trailing about 10 ticks behind. Gonna leave it at the 10 ticks for now. Let's see how it goes. 11 ticks. Let's look at different things here for LE. Below the VWAP. Once again, let's see if we can push lower here on LE. ES trying to bounce here, so let's see what happens. So we know LE is definitely a slower moving instrument than ES. So it's gonna take some time to develop. But sometimes it jumps up and down too. So it depends on when we catch it. Especially at the open, it can be very, very volatile. If we can break this 210.07 half, that'd be nice. I'd feel more comfortable moving my stop down. But again, and at least I'm looking at my order flow chart. The sellers are trying to push it down. They are doing their best, so hopefully they'll be successful. At least get to that first target. That would be great. Equities are going lower now. Yeah, it's going lower. L is moving a little lower. So if we can get let's see. Okay, we're pushing lower here on LE. So you can break this level here at 210.07.5. That would be great. We get the first target. Be pretty good here. 2 more ticks. We'll hit that. We know 210 gonna be support here probably, but we just got the first target. That's great. We're moving here down. Let's see if we can move down here on LE and keep going lower here. We're gonna take our profit target on the second one is right above settlement from from this past Friday. So let's see if we can actually do that here. So we got six sticks locked up here. Let's see. So we're trailing our stop. I think we are 12 ticks behind. So 12 ticks behind. I think that's plenty for Ellie. So I think it's 10 o'clock. So after this trade is over, probably, as a matter of fact, even right now, I think I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. We got stopped out the second target. Sorry, the second contract. I keep saying second target. Second contract, okay. Maybe a short here could be in order to. Let's see if we can go and give us a U-turn here. At 210 again could be another place that we go short or below 210. Yeah, we're gonna have a entry here at 210, 209.97 half. Yeah, 209.97 half. Sorry, I have to clear my throat here. So, see if we can get back down here. But it looks like they're going to test the view up. Well, ultimately, what I think they may want to do today is just close this gap. But if they don't close the gap, one thing I think that a high probability either way is a no high or no low. So for our sake here, because we got a short order, would like to see a no low. But if that doesn't happen, I think we may be making a no high here. You know, if we can break above 210.30, I think we're gonna cancel our order here. Yeah, they didn't make it above 210.30, so 210.05 could be our entry here. Let's see, 210.05. Because this, as you can see here, this was support over here. This become resistance. Let's see if it's going to become resistance again here. So, because when they break that, make it show it here. So they broke this support that was here. So they broke this support, and this was a support. This was a resistance zone. As you can see, they hit it. They came back to it. Now it's become support. Now they're playing around these two levels here. So I think right here at 210.05 here, we may go lower here. Again, our stop's gonna be basically 10 ticks, 10-11 ticks for a stop on LE here. Alright, we got fail here. We're gonna reduce our risk to 10 ticks, 11 ticks maybe. Yeah. Let's make it 12. First target 11 ticks. Second target, again, we're gonna target this settlement price from last Friday. So essentially, what I just did here is what I made in the first what I made on the first trade, kind of risk it back, but we're still way up on ES. So that's why starting the day positive is a good way, because then you can get a little more. I would say aggressive, but if you're trying to come from behind, if you start the day on the negative, it's harder for you to do that. So let me look at this here. So again, we're risking the 210.02. So we're risking 12 ticks. So we're down 4. Let's see if we can. I think if we go below 210 here, we have a chance to go much lower. But right now, it's not showing that he wants to do that. Well, doesn't look too good here. Looks like we might get taken out. If that's the case, I think I might be 10:17. Still early. Still early here. If we get taken out here, that means we're probably gonna go higher. So that's why we have that stop where we have it. So if this were to be a loser, it'd be 3 and 1. Three winners and one loser. So we'll take a day like this. Hopefully we don't get popped out here and get lower. That's the thing with trading. I mean, I definitely could give it a little more room, but at the same time, give it more room. Where would we put a stop at 50? Which at that point would make it, yeah. We're gonna leave our stop where it's at right now. It's either it's gonna take us out for a loss, or it's gonna turn around here and give us another winner. Definitely so far it's not looking too good. But I think if we can go back down to 210.05, we're going lower. But obviously if we break 210.30, if we break that, we'll be taken out of the trade. So let's see how it goes here. Well, we hit 210.30. We hit 210.30, but our stop was a one tick away. So let's see if we're gonna survive this here. That'd be really, really. It'd be really interesting to see. Yeah, they're gunning for our stop here. We're probably gonna get stopped out on this, and if we do get stopped out here, I think we might be done trading for the day. At least for this morning session. For this morning session here, at least. Yeah. One more tick, we out. Oh, it's a miracle we're still in this trade. Alright, we're still gunning for a stop here. Yeah, we got stopped out. It's okay. I think we pretty much done. We're gonna call it a day early today. It's Monday. Let's see how it goes here. YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Again, we'll be streaming next on Friday on YouTube, and if you wanna come and join us trading live in the private room, it'll be if you go to tramper.com and click on community. The first link will be the link to the room when we open at 9 a.m. So the thing here, what we may see is what you would call they hit it for a couple. They just hit us for a couple ticks here, and then they going. They may be going lower here or higher. Like I said, there's gonna be a new low or a new high happening here today. It looks like it's gonna be a new low based on how things are going right now. So, with that said, again, trying to really. We got taken out by one or two ticks, I think. And then they're turning around on us. That's okay. Things like that's going to happen. So, with that said, I'm going to end YouTube. And God bless. Take care. See you guys on Friday on YouTube. Bye-bye.